she said. I'm a U.S. Army general. They cuffed her anyway. It all happened in under 2 minutes. General Danielle Monroe had just finished a top-secret cyber warfare briefing at the Pentagon's annex in Arlington. Rain still clung to her coat as she made her way to her black SUV on the 3rd level of the Madison Tower parking garage. Her mind was still turning over strategy details when the shout came from behind. "Hands where I can see them." 2 officers, one older and aggressive, the other younger and visibly uneasy, came toward her with guns drawn and flashlights in her eyes. Danielle turned, startled but calm, her voice steady. "Officers, don't move," the tall one barked. "We got a report of someone tampering with vehicles." "You match the description." "I'm walking to my own car." "My name is General Danielle Monroe. I just came from back against the wall." "Now." "No ID check. No questions. Just force." The taller officer twisted her arm behind her back while the other kept a gun trained on her. Her laptop bag hit the ground. Her ring scraped against the concrete. Still, she didn't scream. She didn't resist. She stood silent as the cuffs bit into her wrists. Her Pentagon ID fell out of her coat pocket and landed at the officer's feet. He didn't even glance at it. "Sir," she said slowly, "I'm a U.S. Army general. I am unarmed. I am not resisting. You need to verify who I am." "Save it," the young one muttered. "People like you think they can talk their way out of anything." That line made her pause. "People like her?" She stared at him, searching his face, but he wouldn't look her in the eye. They rifled through her belongings. "What's this? Some kind of device?" "It's a military-issued laptop. Serial tagged. Barcode inside." They didn't check. They kept going, already convinced they were right. Danielle didn't flinch. But something deep inside cracked, not from fear, but from knowing exactly why this was happening. Without a word, she tilted her wrist just enough to press a hidden button on her smartwatch. A silent distress beacon. Location, ID, alert sent directly to the Pentagon's command office. "You have 10 minutes, she said, her voice even. "After that, this garage won't be so quiet." The officers scoffed. They saw a black woman in a hoodie near an SUV. They didn't see a general. They saw a threat. What they didn't know was who she really was. Born in rural Alabama. Daughter of a mechanic and a teacher. Straight-A student. ROTC scholarship. Graduate of West Point. Fluent in Arabic and French. 3 tours, 2 presidential briefings, 1 confirmed cyberterrorism takedown. And still this. As she stood there cuffed, she wasn't wondering if help would come. She was calculating when. What angle the garage cameras had. Which agency would show up first. How much time before this mistake turned into something irreversible. Then boots. Fast, clipped. A black SUV rolled up. 3 suited men. 2 military police. One of them flashed a badge. Special Agent Raymond Cole, Department of Defense. Step away from the detainee. Everything shifted. The cuffs came off. Danielle flexed her wrists, red and raw. Cole said, "Are you hurt?" "Not physically." Agent Cole turned to the officers. "Did she resist?" "No, sir," the younger one said. "Did she identify herself?" "She said she was a general," he muttered. "And you didn't verify that before putting hands on her?" Silence. Danielle's voice was calm. It was never about verification. It was about control. By the next morning, the footage had been reviewed. Every body cam frame, Every second of audio. The Pentagon issued a formal complaint. Both officers were placed on leave. The older one, Sergeant Ken Maddox, refused to admit fault. Said she played the race card. The younger one, Officer Brian Hale, resigned quietly after sending Danielle a handwritten letter. I froze. I followed instead of questioning. I didn't see you. And I'm sorry. Danielle never filed a lawsuit. She didn't do interviews. But she did issue a 6-sentence statement. I did not ask for special treatment. I asked to be seen. I did not resist. I complied. And still, I was handcuffed, searched, and humiliated for simply existing. This is not just about me. It's about how many people never get the chance to make a call that changes the outcome. I did. They didn't. It went viral in hours, not because it was loud, but because it was precise. Measured. Controlled. Like her. Policy changed. Use of force reviews now included federal crosschecks. Recruits studied the footage in training. Her face became a quiet reminder of how power can be ignored when it doesn't look like what people expect. Weeks later, Danielle returned to the garage. Same spot. Same column. She took a photo. Not for evidence. Not for anyone else. Just for her. Because that's where someone tried to erase everything she was. And she didn't let them. She never raised her voice. But the silence afterward? That was louder than any headline.